AlgoPrimeMagnus. This is November 20th, Friday 2015. This is the last trading day in the week. I've been on vacation for 2.5 weeks. That's why I've not made any posts. And what I have here is a system of actually scalping the market. This, of course, is the YM $5 a contract. Works well on small accounts. And the idea is that you're just simply trying to cover your risk. So if you're risking the trade, in this case, is about from 9 to 7, so you're looking at about a 12 tick risk. Then you at least want to make up that 12 ticks on the profit side. So that's what we attempt to do when we set the parameters out. Again, you can choose to change these parameters. If you want to have longer targets, that's fine too. In fact, I'll show you in just a second that that is what we do on another chart. So we had one trade there, we had another trade here which hit both targets. Third trade, first contract filled, second contract lost a tick. Third trade, or a fourth trade, fifth trade. We had a sixth trade, we had a seventh trade, and that took us right into close. We had an eighth trade right here. So all in all, it was $480 on the day. Very nice. Let me show you one more chart. Okay, this chart's also same size as the previous chart you saw, 6 by 1 by 100, but the trend and the pullbacks are of different size. So here we were simply going for a much deeper target, which we achieved in that first trade, and didn't find any other trades. Here was another trade well after 2 o'clock before it came up on another trade, and right in the close there was one more trade. And one more chart I'll show you, in fact. Alright, this is another 6 by 1 by 100. Again, slightly different in its settings, and we're getting in just 3 ticks off the previous bar's open. So rather than waiting for the completion of the bar, we're getting in a couple of ticks early, 2 or 3 ticks early. So, and we're just trying to cover our risks here. That's the whole idea. We have 10 tick risk on this. It's $100 if you're trading 2 YM contracts, and we try to cover that right here. And you can certainly set those for longer targets. This was a stop out here on both contracts. This was a trade that also got stopped out by 2 ticks. And this trade made money on both contracts. Another trade here, another trade there, another trade here, another short trade there. And moving toward the end of the day, we had another stop out here. And here we also completed both contracts right into market close. So anyway, Algo Prime is simply was produced just to help traders who have smaller accounts. And when I'm talking about a smaller account, I'm talking about something around the size of $10,000. If you have less than that, I think you're creating huge risks for yourself. It's always best to trade 2 contracts. If you trade 1 contract, all you're able to do is to take a small profit, and you're not able to take any runners by doing so. So it's best, if you can, to have at least a count sizable enough to trade 2 contracts, in this case the YM. And simply being a smaller contract, it's much easier to trade, and your losses, if you do take a loss, isn't great. Well, if you have questions, you can simply write me at contact@algoprime.com. So this is still the beta version of AlgoPrimeMagnus. After this beta testing is done, then we will release it. We're not exactly sure. Those who are owners of AlgoPrime 1 will have the advantage of actually purchasing the product and using it. They'll be able to purchase it for a single price. For those who are new owners coming into the system, it'll probably be by monthly subscription. So if you have any questions, just contact me and I'll answer your questions best I can. And thank you for listening.